Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hey, I thought I told you kids to quit monkeying around.
I am the voice of Grodd.
I am Grodd. That's right, kids. Welcome back. It's another week of The Flash and Grodd. Right here on Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is that terrifying menace.
Hey, y'all, it's a little Hellfire.
That Iron Heights cannot contain.
Exactly. It was me, Barry. Or Wally.
That the United States cannot contain. That's right, kids. Today we are talking The Flash 192 through 194. More Grodd. And we have some new books.
Yeah.
All right, so anything you want to discuss, Lilith, or shall we jump into the old issues?
Yeah, let's just jump into the old issues.
Yes, let's get into this fast. All right, so like I said, it starts with The Flash, Volume 2, number 192 from January 2003. Run Riot, Part 1, Awakened. Writer, of course, Jeff Johns. Penciler, Scott Collins. Inker, Doug Hazelwood. Colorist, James Sinclair. Letterer, Bill Oakley. And editor, Joey Cavalieri. Oh, God, here we go. Gregory Wolf continues delaying Hunter Zolomon from meeting with Peekaboo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what name would you go?
Both of them.
All of it.
No good can come from this at all.
What in Wolf Hunter Zolomon Peekaboo? What?
It's too much, bro. It's too much.
In reality, he's delaying so that his guards can complete the orders to beat and drug her so that she won't talk and free herself from his control. Iron Heights Penitentiary is assaulted by Gorilla City paratroopers. As a result of the attack, the power goes out and Peekaboo teleports out of her specially designed cell. In Keystone City, Wally West and his wife Linda Park are in bed discussing their recent pregnancy.
Yeah.
Fastest man alive indeed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That pregnancy is back and forth.
Yeah.
When the phone rings, it is Detective Morillo calling to tell Wally about the attack on Iron Heights. Wally tells the detective to keep everyone clear of Iron Heights as he heads out there at super speed. Zolomon is hurt by a gorilla, and as Gregory Wolf attempts to cause muscle spasms in a gorilla, Grodd psychically attacks Wolf, stopping him from aiding Zolomon. Flash runs to the prison and starts fighting the invading gorillas. He discovers the gorillas are under psychic control.
As always.
Can you imagine if you're fighting psychically controlled gorillas again? Elsewhere in the prison, okay, kids, now it's going to get nuts. Elsewhere in the prison, gorillas free Murmur, the Top, Plunder, Girder, Abracadabra.
God. It keeps getting worse.
Tar Pit, Double Down, Cicada, and Dr. Alchemy.
It just keeps getting worse, bro.
Well, why? What, Mirror Master wasn't picking up the phone?
Exactly.
In the prison infirmary, Flash tells Gregory Wolf that the gorillas are being psychically controlled by Gorilla Grodd to break him out of the prison. Wolf tells Wally he's not one of the bad guys, and Flash is dubious of Wolf's intentions. If you have to tell people you're not the bad guy, you usually are.
Yeah. Yeah.
wish he was just beating Lil Dot. It's just, yeah. No, yeah.
That happened.
Flash goes to prevent the gorillas from breaking out Grodd, but finds they have already broken out all of the criminals on that level to serve it as a distraction for Flash. Flash begins fighting them all, and Gorilla Grodd gets free of his cell. Grodd is explained to have a superiority complex, and as Grodd escapes, claims there is no we in Rogues, there is only Grodd.
Oh
Fuck
yeah, but there's
Lilith.
ONG.
Oh. He's his own gorilla, huh, Lil?
Exactly.
So, thoughts?
It's a rough setup, bro. Like these are like bottom. But listen, remember, my hands are rated E for everyone. Anybody can catch these hands. These are bottom tier villains. Bottom
Oh,
tier.
yeah. Well, again, is this a shekel? Because, I mean, didn't Jeff Johns create most of these guys like Tar Pit and Double Down?
Listen, I said what I said. It
I
is
know,
what it
I know.
is.
But I'm just saying, it's shekel time, so.
Oh, I need that as a drop.
I mean, you know.
Instead of the ka-ching, I need that as a drop. It's shekel time.
It's shekel time. But no, you know it. You know the case. You know when these guys. You know when someone's on a book for a while.
Oh,
and
I do. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
I know. I'm
approve
not
of it.
saying no, but yeah. But I don't know. What is it with Abracadabra? Everyone loves Abracadabra. Mark Wade admits he loves Abracadabra.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be controversial. The Flash TV show did Abracadabra better.
I can see that.
So,
Oh no, yeah. I mean, comic book Abracadabra has always been like a stereotype,
yeah.
like a two-dimensional
Like
character.
that's the only character I will say that about that TV show.
It's like he's from the
F in the chat for Savitar, guys. F in the chat for Savitar. F in the chat for Reverse Flash, guys. F in the chat for freaking Jay Garrick.
I mean, on the TV show, we assassinated Reverse Flash with characterization.
Yeah.
No, Barry, I hate you.
What is that? What is that old saying? Familiarity breeds contempt, and boy did it. Boy did it. And like I said, the minute he showed up with the extra lightning bolt on his freaking suit, you're done. Get out of here. You're done. The Joker doesn't work with Nazis. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Familiarity or new writers?
Ooh, I mean that's a whole like deep 6-hour deranged deep dive. Honestly, if you want to talk about the changes in the writers' room, the Flash, and what led to the downfall of that TV show, you know I'm your girl.
I mean, I'm not even gonna say that they're bad writers, but I just don't know if they get the Flash completely.
Nope, they don't.
They don't get
Clearly.
Yeah. All right. Thoughts on this, or shall we move on to the next one?
Let's move on to the next one. It gets slightly better from here. Slightly.
Yeah. When we leave the country?
Yes.
All right. The Flash, number 193, February 2003. Run Ride Part 2, On the Run.
Born to Run. No, wait. Not yet.
Gorilla on the Run. Gorilla Grodd escapes from Iron Heights, freeing the Rogues. Grodd's fury and rage scare the Rogues to run off. Grodd takes his anger out on Wally. He beats Wally physically and mentally with his telepathic powers.
Same, bud.
What? Oh, Little Hellfire Date Night? Okay. Before finishing him off, yes, that sounds like a Little Hellfire Date Night. Grodd decides to hurt Wally by hurting his friends. Whoa! Fallout hears noises and moves to investigate what all the commotion is in the prison. When he sees Flash being beaten by Grodd, he blasts Grodd, who then buries Fallout in rubble and runs out to attack Wally's friends. Gregory Wolf bandages up Hunter Zolomon from his earlier gorilla beating. Wolf claims he is on Zolomon and Wally's side. Grodd suddenly appears and attacks them. In the process, he snaps Zolomon's back.
Yeah.
Creating yet another new rogue.
Yeah.
Well, starting him down. Wally wakes up with a doctor telling him he's been out of it for several hours. Gregory Wolf admits to Flash that he was right, that Grodd shouldn't be imprisoned. Wally admits that Wolf was right and that Grodd needs to be contained. He tells Wolf to rebuild the cells stronger because he's going after Grodd and bringing him back. Don't make promises you can't keep, kid.
Exactly.
So, thoughts on this one?
Wally, baby, come here. Come here. Let me just pop you in the forehead. You're doing it all wrong, bro.
He's out for vengeance.
Yeah, we know how that's going to turn out. But anyway.
I mean, I know. I mean, we've had different writers over the years, but it's like, at this, I mean, he's been doing this since he's a kid. Shouldn't Wally be past this at this point? Not making it personal.
Honestly, though, that's the consistent characterization that we always get for Wally, unfortunately. And they're too afraid to let him grow or something. Even Jeff Johns has this problem, clearly.
Well, it's the Peter Parker syndrome. It's like, with
But he's full on taking on the mantle. It's different with Peter Parker.
I know, but that's the thing of mainstream comics. As much characterization as they give these people.
He's having that baby is allegedly on the way, so.
Those babies, yes.
Yeah.
But no.
Spoilers for those that don't know.
No, I know. But it's like, I'm just, mainstream comics, you can only let them get so far, then you're going to dumb them down again.
Yeah, I know. But did they ever let Wally get very far? I feel like they never really have until very recently.
I mean, they let him...
After they pooped on him and treated him like the literal redheaded stepchild that he is. And they're Wally fans are rioting in the streets about this whole Dial H for Hero thing, man.
Well, I mean, look at, New 52. I mean, was he the worst casualty of New 52? I mean...
He's always been the worst casualty.
I know.
So
I think for the longest
I feel for Wally. I love Wally. I want more people to do right by Wally.
Is it just that, writers don't know what to do with like when him and Barry are around at the same time?
So they managed to figure it out with Nightwing and Batman.
I know. Was that but is that the thing?
Wonder Girl and Wonder Woman. All five of them.
I know. Does Wally need like a different name or something, or?
Well, Speedy's already taken, so.
Is it?
Twice. Speedy 1, Speedy 2, yeah. Yeah, he probably does need a different code now. I mean, even Bart was like, nah, I'm in post, bro.
I mean...
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, even like in the Rebirth, I mean, that costume they give him, with like the open top of the cowl. I mean, you can modify that, but it's just,
That was bare minimum of what they should have done.
Oh my God. Do you remember when Wade around the issue 152 did, what is that, Walter West? I like that costume. It was like dark red and had...
No, I know. It's what the first season of Flash took its inspiration from. I'm very familiar, sir. And I don't know if you know this. I actually don't enjoy that.
I'm not saying the story. The costume.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the costume either.
Okay. But again, you could trick that out. Instead of like red and yellow, do like red and silver or something,
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. It's like, Wally's an adult. He's married. He has kids. He's still wearing Barry's costume.
That's a lot to live up to. And, he's not even related to him technically. So, that's a lot.
Through marriage.
It's tangential at best.
And again, I mean...
Which is funny because that's kind of how it worked in the TV show.
Yeah. And again, and in the comics, they're always playing it down where like Wally hasn't surpassed Barry because, I mean, who discovered the Speed Force? Wally.
Exactly. Although the Speed Force don't love him as much as it loves Barry. Let's be real.
I don't know. I mean, does it not? I mean, it kind of protected him from New 52.
Oh, I mean... Okay, touche, sir. Touche.
They didn't say
the greatest sacrifice indeed.
The two.
But it didn't protect him from Dial H for Hero. So
that's the other problem too. It's like
that is my biggest gripe with modern Wally at this point.
Dial H for Hero, the whole Barry thing, and the fact that we have two Wallys.
They're like, ooh, we're gonna do a Miles Morales. I'm like, babes, you already have Miles Morales. He's called Static. Why don't you go dig it up from Milestone? Why don't you do something with those damn characters?
Well, they wanted to change him up for New 52, and then then they brought original Wally back, and
it's like, oh yeah, nobody just wants to. But I mean, as much as I love Valzad, I mean,
well, it's like
we learned our lesson from Steel, but we still tried it again. You know what I'm saying?
I know. But, well, they
like,
killed off Casual Friday Superman, but they're like, oh, we can't kill off Black Wally.
He's just got to be there for no reason.
Thanks,
and all the Black fans are like, yeah, thanks for that. We're getting ripped to shreds on the internet, and we didn't even ask for that. Because we recognize our redheaded brothers as brothers and sisters from another mother or mister, you know?
I mean, again, isn't that weird that it's like, yeah, we have a white one and a black one, and they both have the same name.
And we don't do anything with the Black Wally anymore. Was the last time we saw Black Wally?
I'll wait. When we had the Teen Titans book, he was in. Oh no, he was in Wally's book not too long ago. Remember, Wally was like.
Was it more than 5 issues? And before that, when was the last time we saw him? Was it Black History Month? Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
DC is very brazen with their tokenism. I'm just saying. Like, Duke has powers. Why is he not the Black Bat? I will forever be upset. I'm sorry. I'm off track, but I'm still pissed.
Lilith,
what are we doing with poor Duke Thomas?
Lilith, they're not pushing people of color anymore. Now they're pushing sexual orientations. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Black Wally needs to be gay or something. Come
on. Don't please.
I know.
3, 2, 1. Solicits for February, just in time for Black History Month. Mark my words. Now you put it in the atmosphere. Mark my words. Like I said, I mean, I'm cool that we have a Black Flash, but why do he have to be basically a color swap clone for Wally? Like, I never will understand it. I will never forgive it.
Because again, New 52, he was supposed to be Wally West, except they made him black. And
they didn't go all the way, just like they're not going all the way with I Am Batman. If you have to say you're Batman, are you really Batman? I'm just saying.
I know.
Terry never had to say that.
Oh, we'll get to that. Wait till we get to that.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, let's move on. It's
all right. Yeah,
poor Wally. Basically, this whole thing just makes me go. And I thought Jeff Johns really loved Wally, but like looking back on this was just a perpetual shekel machine for him. Don't at me, Jeff Johns fans, but that's honestly what it feels like. It's not like Stargirl where I feel like it's a labor of love. It's just like, ooh, I'm a fanboy. Let me throw this in. But he's just working with what he has. It's clear that he kind of probably didn't want Wally. To me, reading this back. At first, when I originally read this, he gets it. But now that I'm rereading this stuff, no. And then I went back and read the Wade stuff. No candle. No comparison.
Yeah, I know. Well, but again, is it that I think Jeff Johns likes the classic versions more. So is it that he did want to write Barry, but they weren't bringing back Barry?
That's what I mean. Yeah. And rereading this, I can see it. I can feel it.
Because wasn't he the guy behind? They wanted to bring back Hal Jordan and Oliver Queen, and so.
Like I said, he's a fanboy, but he might be as we learned on the set of a couple of movies. Maybe not the fanboy we really actually needed or wanted. Stargirl's still fabulous, but again, that's a labor of love. That's a passion project. He has more than enough control of that for it to come out to his liking. So I can't really compare that to everything else.
Oh yeah, that's a love letter to his sister. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Even the TV show, very well done, has a very good budget, unlike certain other shows.
Oh, you're not going to name Naomi. I was going to say you're not going to name Naomi.
Poor Naomi. Although I wish people would stop saying that's the worst superhero show they've ever watched. Clearly, they've never watched Birds of Prey, and I can say that as a person who, I had to give what I was taking back in the day.
Oh, that might be a good battle one day. Naomi versus Birds of Prey, both got one season.
Listen, there's so many early DC TV shows that could go in. Birds of Prey was the best of them, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, before Smallville and all that, yeah.
Mr. Pitt is Alfred? Come on.
But at least I did give them a female villain in Harley. So
yes.
Yeah, we could definitely talk Birds of Prey one day. But yeah, let's get back to Wally, unfortunately.
All right, so last part of this one, The Flash, number 194 from March 2003. dead or alive.
Want it.
I'm a want it.
I have range, guys. I have depth. I'm sorry.
I said I'll listen to anything. The thing I don't, the only type of music I really don't like is country, because like I like a quick beat. And
I like new country. Since white people decided to take over rap music, I like that black people have decided to go to country music and make it better. I love that for us. It's like, ooh, Machine Gun Kelly or Kane Brown. I'm gonna listen to Kane Brown. I don't know what to tell you, but ooh, Post Malone or freaking what's that other guy? Cowboy Troy. I'll take Cowboy Troy over Post Malone.
Oh my god, did you watch this week's Beavis and Butthead?
Not yet.
Oh my god. All I'll say is there's a Post Malone video in there.
As it should be. Because he's a clown. But anyway.
So you'll enjoy that.
Nice.
All right, so Flash heads to Gorilla City to find Grodd. Namdi is the new ruler of Gorilla City and son of Solivar. He welcomes.
Yeah, like Solivar. No good can come from this. That hate was passed down in the womb, baby.
Humans. He welcomes Wally, but can sense emotion telepathically and tells Wally that even though he claims he wants justice, he can sense Wally really wants blood and revenge.
Vengeance is his. Wait a minute. This isn't the Batman show. And again, that's Wally's anger issues. Rightly so, but he should definitely go to a therapist. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. He tells Wally his costume is the color of blood, which is now forbidden in Gorilla City.
Uh-huh.
They are both suddenly attacked by Gorilla Grodd and several mind-controlled followers. Namdi has been working on his powers and cuts off Grodd's controls of other gorillas. Surprised and distracted, Flash takes advantage and knocks Grodd off a cliff and pummels him with punches until he is knocked out. Namdi tells Wally that Grodd is staying in Gorilla City to pay for his crimes he's committed. Wally protests, but has his mind wiped by Namdi to never return to Gorilla City and put to sleep.
Talk about one character I'm glad they kind of tweaked the origin on. It's Grodd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember, we did some of those first ones.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
Hey, look, I disguised myself as a human.
Brutal.
But what about this, man? They poured an Xavier on a man, wiping Wally's knowledge of the location of Gorilla City.
I mean, it's smart. Look, listen, humans are terrible. I wouldn't want them to know either.
I know. Flash wakes up in Keystone Park. He rushes to the hospital, excited to see Linda and check in on how Hunter is doing from his injuries.
Boo.
Wolf shows up to show support and asks Flash if he captured Grodd. Wally looks dejected and is interrupted by Hunter Zolomon waking up. He's part delirious as he can't feel his legs and yells out in frustration, wondering why this is happening to him.
You ain't got no legs!
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you like the secret identity, or do you like here where everyone knew who Wally was?
I mean, it comes to a point where everybody's got to know, but I feel like this point was too soon.
Well, I mean, most of the Wally's Flash Shoes people knew. Then
but obviously he makes the bad choice of letting certain people know.
I know. Well, the whole world knows at this point. But then in issue 200, one of your favorite characters wipes everyone's memory.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, because that was a mistake. But that's the whole thing. That's the gag in DC specifically. Anytime the whole world knows, it's gonna get undone. It's gonna get undone.
DC, Spider-Man.
Well, no, Marvel. I mean, with the exception of, with Iron Man, certain other Avengers and stuff, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. What again? Yeah, you know what? That makes
and it's only the street level characters that shouldn't have their identities revealed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What about Superman?
I mean, if it was before he was married and had kids, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why are you lying to us? What do you have to hide? Well, I mean, and then you're totally, desecrating the integrity of journalism. On top of that is writing articles about yourself. I mean, that's the Peter Parker conundrum, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
As an adult, I have thoughts. As a child, it was fine.
Oh, I know. It made sense to me for Tony Stark, because I'm like, Tony Stark really doesn't have any family, and
no, he's got nothing. He's got a big bag of nothing but alcohol.
And he's an egomaniac. Even before the movie, that made sense to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
In the course it totally made sense. And why he's all for the Civil War and that whole thing, because he's the captain of bad life choices. Which is why I relate to him, probably, honestly. So, I say it with love.
I mean, I didn't like
I feel seen.
I didn't like it, but I kind of understood it because he was, he always thinks he's the
smartest man in the room. Even
yes, and he was like, we have to do this. Yeah.
And also that's the hubris of that human level character who spends too much time around gods, circling back around to the Batman issue.
Well, that's the hubris of rich men.
Yes, especially ones that hang out with gods on a daily basis.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, I can make armor that can punch the Hulk in the face. Yeah. Well, yeah, hubris.
Exactly. Yeah, same thing with Batman. Superman Slayer armor. Just saying. Lot of similarities. Ain't my business, though. Let legal work that out.
I can whoop the ass of the strongest thing on the planet. Yeah. You kids want to know why Batman's got an ego.
But, like, honestly, we all know at the end of the day, let freaking Bruce look the wrong way at Lois with lust in his eyes. He's dead man. Batman. He won't see it coming.
My favorite character.
Oh, no, she had a kid. Bruce don't want that no more.
Batman.
Oh, yeah, look at Talia.
Favorite character.
Well, that was his kid.
Exactly.
Into
He's like, nah, we're gonna bone one more time, but we're gonna keep our distance.
Lilith, what would you call that Bruce and Talia sex tape?
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
Yikes. I bet you he's just as lazy as Paris Hilton. Bruce Wayne is not a good way. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it. He's rich, he's spoiled, he's entitled, he's a narcissist. He's got a couple of mental issues that he refuses to even deal with.
He's laying on his back like a dead fish.
Oh yeah, he's a pillow princess. Bruce Wayne is a pillow princess. He doesn't go downtown. We know this for facts, for canon. It is canon. They have spoken. So yeah, he's a pillow princess. A selfish lover.
Selena's gonna do all those acrobatics. Hey,
it's okay. He does like to be spanked, so she at least has some pleasure in that because he's got mommy and daddy issues.
Oh my!
I'm just saying. I mean, I could do a whole deep dive, but about why Superman's a power bottom. The whole thing. I have it all worked out.
Stay tuned for January, kids. Salty and petty. Right in this time.
Yeah. I have thoughts. Inappropriate thoughts. So yeah, the Salty and Petty Show.
Salty and petty for all your
uncensored, unbridled.
Salty and petty for all your inappropriate spices.
Exactly.
All right, you want to talk some new comics?
Finally, let's talk. I'm gonna pitch Nubia in the Amazon's #3 again because it is the best book DC put out this week.
It was good, yeah. I told you I want her as our Wonder Woman.
I like her ruling over. Listen, the Amazonians at least deserve a queen that cares about them. That's what I love. That handles business. That's not gallivanting with the Justice League. She's tainted by the man's world. Just saying. Diana can kick rocks as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I have no problem with her being queen, but yeah, I want to see her out in the field.
The world does not deserve Nubia.
I'm
sorry, they don't. They would destroy her. They already destroyed her in her mortal form. She does not need to go back to the world of man. That's just how I feel.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying I want to see her out in the field kicking ass more.
Nah, I like the politics, honestly. I think that's why I like this book. I love Thea's mascara. Listen, and we're getting so much of it.
I mean, this would be good as an ongoing book. I mean, especially if you keep Hawk Girl in here.
I know. I was like, Hawk Girl showed up. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I would be down for her as a regular supporting cast member.
I wish the Hawk people did have I just need a little Hawk person miniseries real quick, just a little one.
Okay, you're the bigger Amazon expert than me, or with all the politics going on, could you have with inner squabbling? So Nubia's yeah, I'm not pricking an Amazon as my personal bodyguard, and she appoints Hawk Girl. I mean,
it would be very frowned upon, but Queen's
at least it's another woman. At least it's another woman. But
I think honestly, if it was like for political reasons to strengthen like the ties between their species and stuff like that, I could see that for like as a political move.
But like if you made things really tense, it's like, well, just or even like a political move. It's just like, what, I don't want to offend.
Hungarians, we got to keep their eye on.
I don't want to offend any of the tribes, so I'm going to pick someone who's not from any of the tribes.
The old Black Panther. Give her the old Black Panther.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's super cool though, and like I said, they actually brought in Yara Flor, and I dig it. Like I like what Stephanie Williams did with it. So
I mean, and again, not to take us too far off course, but new Black Panther came out this week. John Ridley's work over there.
Yeah, I know it's phenomenal. Yeah. It's so sad to see what they make them do on DC.
I know.
That has to be interfered. Like I said, I know John Ridley's work.
I mean,
both prose and comic book, like backwards and forwards. And that just doesn't feel like him at the heart of it.
I mean, I think that is the greatest marketing for the Black Panther book because that and I Am Batman came out this week. And if you compare the two, there's no comparison.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I love, as much as I love what, the people before, I think he really gets it. And
I mean, you can definitely tell that's
DC taint, yeah.
They're messing with his stuff because, I mean, look at his Marvel book.
And again, honestly, I feel like what we were saying about like how it should probably be Duke, because not only the signal, he has powers and stuff, and it would just make for a more interesting choice. I feel like he felt like that, and they're like, no, you have to do a whole new creation. So he's literally having to build that up from the ground up, and it's just retreading. It's Batman, but he's black and poor. Cut off from resources, like, okay.
Or even Luke, it doesn't seem like they know what to do with Luke now. I mean, in the Harley Quinn book.
I say the Foxes need to move to Coast City or something.
There you go. Yeah, I know.
They need to get out of the shadow of frickin' the Bat family at this point.
I know. Duke would be fine. Yeah, I know. Again,
and take Duke with you because he names Luke Duke. Take him with you.
We had black characters, but all
they all fall to the background mysteriously.
We had to create a new one. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, Nubia is definitely the best thing they've ever done. I mean, the petty reasons why they did it. I don't like the original Nubia stories because they were written terribly, but I liked the idea that they were both made from clay by Hippolyta. Just different color clay. That's it. It was literally the only difference. Although then she went off and did the whole thing and. And it got weird when they put her in leopard print and all that crazy stuff. Because don't read those stories. It's very disturbing from a modern lens, honestly. But I do like this take. I don't like that she had to go through what she had to go through, but I think it is informing the character of how she's ruling the Amazons. So at least I can say that about it. It wasn't just gratuitous for the sake of being gratuitous.
Not to bring up a sore subject, but did you read new issue of Wonder Woman?
Why would I?
Oh, okay. I
told you I'm off that.
I mean, they wrapped up the Dr. Psycho thing.
They're not even going to do anything nice for the 800th issue, so, I mean, what do I care? They don't care about Wonder Woman. They do not care about Diana Prince. I think there's something going on with the rights or something, why they just absolutely don't care. They let that movie be so... There's an agenda against Diana Prince's Wonder Woman. And I don't know if it's the Marsden estate or whatever, but there's something going on.
That's not just that she's a woman or whatever.
No, there's definitely... This is the third highest property. They even on the stock call, they definitely said that Wonder Woman is a brand. They spun her... it's Batman, it's Superman, it's Wonder Woman. They are very aware. And then there's also the Trinity brand, because remember, we used to have Trinity books as well.
Yeah, it's just so weird, because, they've been putting out those miniseries.
Look how bad that movie was. Honestly, nobody should have ever been subjected to that.
I know. But even the comic books, the miniseries, aren't bad. But it's like, why aren't you putting this effort into the regular book that you're putting in all these miniseries?
And what she got for her anniversary, compared to Batman and Superman, womp womp. Green Arrow got a better celebration as far as I'm concerned.
Do they think there's the audience isn't there for Wonder Woman comics? Is that it?
There's not.
At least maybe they're at least making the argument. Well, at least with Green Arrow,
but look what Captain Marvel did. And everybody hates Brie Larson, but they made a point to push it. And look what they're doing with the Marvels. We still don't like Brie Larson, but we're going to put all these other likable people around her.
Well,
Wonder Woman's was a prequel. That didn't even make sense.
Well, once again, that's what I said. That's the difference between Disney and Warner's. Disney pushes
And like I said,
through.
Wonder Woman 3, guys, brace yourselves. It's not gonna happen. Isn't Gal Gadot doing something for Marvel too now? Like with as well as Patty Jenkins doing Star Wars?
Oh,
I heard she got tapped to do something.
Oh, I don't know.
It's Disney or Marvel or something, but Gal Gadot got tapped over there on the other side. So, like I said, Wonder Woman 3 is definitely not happening. As far as I'm concerned, I'll say it's like a 70% chance that movie's not happening. So.
Yeah, and again, Snyder Bros. I mean, after Aquaman 2, Shazam 2, I mean that thing's done.
Yeah. I mean, it should have already been done.
They need to recast and you start over,
Burn to the ground, get some newbies.
Get some get some actors who aren't as problematic. Come on.
Yeah, every single actor it was problematic in their own right.
Get some likable people, get some unproblematic
people were always going to have a problem with Gal Gadot because she was a Palestinian soldier, that whole thing. Or Israeli soldier, whatever it is. I don't know. Or whatever people had a problem with.
Or imagine if she didn't sing.
Ooh, I mean, that happened after, but
I know she tried.
Yeah. I mean, we just did it too late. Like I said, China would have been perfect. She didn't even have to talk that much. Stand there. I mean, rest her soul. I love China as a wrestler, and she fit the bill. Even Lucy Lawless, and she aged out of the role as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had all this time with great casting choices, with built-in fan bases that would have literally made the movie billions, but no DC movie has cracked $1 billion.
So I mean, think about this. I mean, have they ever given Wonder Woman like the proper respect? Because
they have. They absolutely have. There was a time up until I'd say the 80s, Wonder Woman flourished.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we got no live action Wonder Woman from Linda Carter to Gal Gadot.
I mean, the gag of it is that they tried so hard. Like, because the movie was coming, like, there is a script around, as I say all the time, called Amazon that was supposed to premiere instead of Arrow. But they said, no, we're going to do a movie. We've been working on a movie. And they specifically let it die in developmental hell after that David Kelly TV show pilot. Yeah. It was so bad. If you haven't watched it, please seek it out so you know what I'm talking about. And the script is even worse. The actual script, the script that he pitched that got him the job is even worse. It blew my mind. It made me think, yeah, I could write a script. And I did. And they picked up a portion of it and ruined it. And I will not, like, honestly, that should have been my sign. I never wanted to deal with DC again. But I keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, but not this time. This whole Discovery merger, I am out. I'm out.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted your opinion about this Wonder Woman thing. So it almost seems like they're almost...
I think it has to do with the Marston estate. I will have to, like, do a little deep dive and get back to you, but that's what I feel like.
But no, there's, like, a whole thing with, like, Steve Trevor and, like, the other new character. It almost maybe seems like they're going to, like, pushing these two male characters together. I'm like, are we doing this with Steve Trevor?
Oh, no.
Because there's always like at least
can she finally be with Cheetah? Like, if that's the case,
I don't know. Yeah, because
because honestly, in canon, Wonder Woman's bisexual. Like, so like, why are we doing this to Steve Trevor when we have a canon LGBT character?
Because it seems like they always throw in at least a little line or two every issue. Because this one, he's telling Siggy, he's like, don't. Oh my God, he says, yeah, don't clean your sword too much. You're gonna go blind. I mean, the dude's literally polishing a sword.
Oh.
We went with the masturbation joke, yes.
That's worse than a beaver joke, quite honestly.
And yeah, Siegfried's like, oh, well, maybe you'd like to try, or maybe you'd like to try. I'm like, whoa, what?
I mean, that's their business if that's what they want to do.
I know, but that's. I mean, maybe I'm just reading too much into every issue, but it almost seems like...
Are you turning it into me? We doing me now? Is that sexual innuendo? Ooh, sexual attention.
But it just seems like, like I said, they throw a line or two in the last couple issues, and it's like, are we going with...
Maybe we're getting a throuple. Maybe they saw X-Men do it. Maybe they want a throuple.
I mean, are we following the DC trend, or are we going to get a buy Steve Trevor or something, or...
Only if that makes it into Wonder Woman 3 and Chris Pine's still playing them. Will I?
Oh God! I mean, look at the controversy we got bringing him back in 2. Are we bringing him back for 3?
Well, he was body snatched.
Hey,
it's a difference. Then unconsensual is bullshit. Sorry, you can edit that out. But yeah, that was absolutely atrocious.
It doesn't matter. We're not getting 3.
Exactly. It didn't. Honestly, the numbers didn't even do well to even have a third movie, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I mean, if you do the actual formula, it actually really didn't. If you take away from marketing and stuff,
And remember,
the toys didn't sell well. I think I'm the only person that probably has the freaking Wonder Woman 84 dolls. I have never seen any other collector talk about it on YouTube, so I'll have to Google. But yeah,
I don't even remember seeing like 84 merchandise in the store.
It was there and then it was gone.
You know, you could still run to the store and get Eternal stuff, kids, but
ooh,
I'm telling
that's
you.
commentary in and of itself. But
yeah,
poor Wonder Woman. I hope they figure it out because this is crazy.
I know.
It's not even gonna get any better under the people they have installed for DC and Warner Brothers. I mean DC Studios. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's
couldn't even come up with a different word besides studios. DC Productions.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Anyway, I do want to shout out Deathstroke Incorporated Volume 1. King of the Supervillains is out. If you have not been in on Deathstroke Incorporated, please get into it. It is amazing. It is awesome. It's one of the best tangential Bat properties out there.
Oh, nice.
Naomi Season 2, number 6 came out.
Oh.
It's actually slightly better than what came before it.
Oh.
So there's that. Shout out to Jamal Campbell, always being Jamal Campbell. He's literally holding this book on his back. He's carrying this book on his back. Yeah, I mean, not to say that David and Brian are phoning it in, but I feel like I do feel like they're a little disappointed how the TV show came out, and so they're kind of like trying to counteract a lot of things. And Superman is in this issue, in case you didn't read it and you want to know that. And I feel like that relationship that they were building, they finally did build a little more upon. So,
yeah, I was wondering how they were. I haven't read it, but how they're dealing with it. Especially after what happened with the TV show.
Yeah, and I think they're focusing more on that whole thing that happened with the how she's struggling with the Justice League stuff and stuff like that. And
yeah.
This is the last issue, so the trade should be out probably in another couple months. And I think Naomi, even the first one, was better in trade. Like, I really didn't enjoy reading it from issue to issue, but reading it in trade altogether gave me a different perspective.
I think that's the Bendis effect.
That's a lot of David Walker stuff, though. So I'm gonna be fair.
I know, but I think that's the Bendis effect, where it's like it reads better as like one whole piece instead of
David Walker's that way too.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. Well, the stuff that I like with Bendis, I don't feel that way. I very rarely get Bendis stuff in trade. I like reading it issue to issue. Because there's so much dialogue to absorb. By the time the next issue is there, you're like, oh, okay, it's all absorbed at that point.
True. Yeah, like Daredevil. Yeah. You're right. Are you reading Superman, Son of Kal-El?
I did actually pick up this issue. Don't know what's going on, but it's okay.
I mean, basically, again,
honestly, this isn't what I wanted for a Superboy book. I'm just gonna let's just call a spade, okay? It's a Superboy book. It's a Superboy book.
I know. What you say? This isn't what you wanted.
It's fine, but it's weird.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying.
Jay Nakamura can go. Listen, don't at me. He can go.
Yeah.
Exit stage left immediately.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
I want the spotlight on the son of Superman. No one else. No one else.
Yeah, I think they rushed this relationship. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, we need more focus on John. Yeah.
And like, shout out to one of the characters being named Henry Bendix. Like, just I found that funny for some reason. I don't know why.
Why? You saying that's a shot at somebody?
Quite possibly.
Oh, really? You think Tom Taylor went there?
I mean, listen, writers have their petty squabbles. And it's not my business to be putting it out there, but I know for a fact Bendis does rub some people the wrong way. I don't know if he rubbed Tom Taylor the wrong way, but I see shades of something.
Oh my.
Maybe that's just my hate, but he wouldn't be forced into the situation if Bendis hadn't done what he did, right? Right? Okay. Not to be
Oh.
starting beef because we already have our own little internet beef. Nobody tell Brian.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my takeaway. I don't read this book from issue to issue. I read
Yeah.
a couple.
So maybe. So what
But Jake is rubbing me the wrong way. He's got to go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's hindering John all day, every day. That's unfortunate.
I mean, I wonder if that's intentional too. If this is gonna come to a close, that relationship's gonna come to a close. Because even one issue, Batman was like, "Yeah, he's not good. You need to stay away from because he's." I don't know. I think he was hinting around it. Oh, he hangs with some shady people. He might be a supervillain.
Which, yeah, those are the vibes I'm getting for sure. Like I said, I don't read this book issue to issue. But
Yeah, no, I get those vibes because I keep waiting for Tom Taylor to pull that trigger where it's like, oh yeah, Jay's not always, he's not the great love of your life that you think he's gonna be. Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, how old is he? 16. You always think it's true love when you're 16. To
Oh,
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Boom. Obscure reference is obscure.
Oh yeah, well, 16, 17, yeah. Oh, it's always true love. Yeah, trust me, as the former teenage boy, yeah, trust me.
So yeah. And he feels seen by this guy, and he's dealing with the sex. Look, it's a whole scam. I feel, my friend.
Yeah, I
it's
think
a whole scam.
It's like, oh well, Bendix is the big bad who's working with Lex Luthor. So yeah, but then it's like, yeah, I think Jay. It's gonna be like, well, yeah, John's gonna come out.
It was me, John. Yeah, get ready for that, guys.
Yeah, and again, Jay's mother has been experimented on. So yeah, I think John's gonna come out of this where it's like, oh, she's surrounded by evil.
Which I hate that because he is a gay character, and they always like to make the gay characters evil. Like, it's a trope. It's sad. I don't want that, but this is like textbook. But again, he's the bad guy.
But again, too, it's not. It's teenage romance. It's not going to last. Although what they could. Well, I don't know. I was going to say, would they do that where if him and Jay break up? Could we see a John and Tim Drake? Thing going. No.
Although, look, listen, I've always said that I get why they did. Like, I told you, remember when we were reviewing those issues? I was like, that's his boyfriend. And that was way back when. Like, that was a lot of homoerotic subtext.
Yeah.
So, like, for Tim, I get it, but this feels like it came out of left field, and this was for shock and awe, and now they're going to make his love interest the evil one. Like, that's not cool.
But again...
That's like 1980s writing. It's not cool.
Well, like you said, I mean, it could just be the fact that it's like, Bendis did, blindside everybody, and then it's like, well, what do we do with John now?
The editors approved it, though. At the end of the day, the editors did approve it. But
I'm just saying, every other creator, it's just like, well, wait, what? Because maybe Tom Taylor wanted to write a Super Sons book or something,
Everybody loved that damn book. I don't know. Listen,
I know.
I'm forever bitter.
I know. They were still doing miniseries for a while with them, and it's like, oh yeah, this takes place before he got aged up,
He robbed us. He really did. I'm so upset because honestly, that's what and this is what I mean. Like, everybody wants to write Spider-Man or Superman. They want to put their mark on that character, but you do need to respect what came before it. And I feel like he didn't actually understand the Superman fandom. We literally fought tooth and nail for him to A, be married to Lois, and B, to have those damn kids in that book. Mm-hmm. We wanted to see them grow up and watch him get to be a dad because his dad was so amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he robbed us of that, and it still hurts and it still sucks.
Again, I told you that's why people have a big problem with Bendis. People come in, a lot of other writers come in, they'll use what came before. I mean, look what Al Ewing did with the Hulk.
Exactly.
I mean, Bendis always has to come in and try to reinvent the wheel, and it doesn't always need to be reinvented.
In that specific case, it really...
Especially...
he didn't want to write, so just put him in a bubble. Put him in a pocket universe. I just feel like he didn't have the right. The editor should have never signed off on it.
Especially John Kent. He hasn't been around for 10... He hasn't even been around 10 years, and Bendis was already reinventing the wheel.
I feel like somebody should de-age him. I think somebody should just...
I'm waiting for it, but again, it's like...
Maybe when we get the reboot, not a reboot...
I mean, I don't want to do that to Tom Taylor, but I could see that after this.
I think Tom Taylor wants to do it, honestly.
Okay, well, could that work? Could they de-age him but keep the book?
Yeah. And then we just get more, we get more of what we got in the beginning with, people coming by and mentoring him and giving him, you know what I mean? I want to see that.
Yeah, but
there's so many people invested in the Son of Superman.
Yeah,
because
but
Superman has done so much.
yeah, but can you still call it Superman? You know, Superman, son of Cat. Well,
Yeah, he's. I mean,
he is
16. You're not a
Superman's son.
man. You're not a man until you're. Well, you're not even an adult technically, brain chemistry wise, until you're 25. And if they just want to rebrand it Superboy, Son of Kal-El, I'm fine. We need a good wholesome Superboy book. We've never had an actual wholesome Superboy book. Can we be honest about that? All the Superboy books are a little sketch.
Oh, you mean the '90s Connor trying to mac on women? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like I would love a reinterpretation of Superboy because he actually has his dad around. He's not some, rando. You know what I mean? Like I want to see that. That's what I was excited for when they actually went ahead and said, yeah, they can have the kid, they can be married, they can have a family.
A wholesome Superboy instead of a horny clone.
Exactly. Look, listen, I love Connor as much as the next person, but I'm just saying it could be a reinterpretation, and like to go back to the roots of Superman being a big blue Boy Scout. Do you know what I mean? We need to get back to that reinterpretation. Period. It's very clear and obvious what needs to be done with Superman. I don't know why we're not doing it, but I feel like if they did that, we can get back to the roots and we can get the Superman brand back on franchise where his movie could actually make $1 billion.
Like that.
Anyway, I have thoughts.
Exactly. I know. All right. Before we run out of time, I wanted to ask you: did you read Dark Crisis World Without a Justice League Green Lantern #1?
I did, but
what did you?
I'd rather talk about DC's World of the Undead Gods, but I'm kidding. It was okay. It wasn't as bad as I expected. It's Joshua Williamson, so I rock with Josh. I do. I give him the benefit of the doubt, and it's not that bad. I mean, he even remembered, Jon Stewart and Kyle. So, and again, another hot girl random hot girl appearance out of nowhere.
Well, again, I think they're doubling up on these books because Aquaman was in the Superman one, so
and also Red Hood. So listen, he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't like modern, Green Lantern, it's okay. It was okay.
And did you see they announced for November we're getting Jon Stewart, the Emerald Knight #1?
Oh yeah, I did see that. How does Will feel about that?
Oh, he's the one who sent me the link, so I think. I mean, he likes Jon Stewart, but I think at this point, Will's just wants any regular Green Lantern book,
But see that I feel like outside of Hal, when you do one, everybody else comes along too. For some reason, Hal gets the solo treatment a lot of the time, whether that be to his detriment or his chagrin. You know what I mean? But
but a lot of times he doesn't even get that anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
So
I think they all should be a package deal. I feel like Chip, Gnort, Kilowog. I think we need a Kilowog book because he basically carried the Green Lantern animated show on his back. That's why I love Kilowog so much, honestly.
Well, that's what me and Will are always saying. Why
does it have to be a human?
Ugh. Why don't we just do a Green Lantern core book and you could switch up whoever the star is every arc?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that makes so much sense.
You get 6 months of Hal Jordan, then you get
5 now. That's the new standard. But
but I'm just saying, or do that. 5 months of Hal Jordan, 5 months of Jon Stewart, 5 months.
Simon and Jessica do need to be a duo, though. I don't want to do 5 months.
Oh, yeah.
Like certain people do need to be paired, but they can have an arc.
Well, that's what I said. Take every human Green Lantern, pair them up, do pairs of 2s.
Poor Kyle. He gets picked last.
I even said, don't you know what? We've got enough Simon and Jessica. Maybe do Kal and Jessica. Maybe do Simon and Guy.
Oh, that would be interesting. Simon and Guy.
Yeah, I mean, they did a little of that.
Eyebrows.
They did a little of that in Red Lantern books, so it's like, do it.
I really just want more Chip and Gnort. I'm not gonna lie. I really even Jon Stewart. I of course love Jon Stewart, but I am over human Green Lanterns at this point.
Yeah, or I said, pair Hal and Joe up.
Ooh. No good can come from everybody's getting pregnant.
Drama. Oh no, she ain't letting him touch that. No, come on.
Everybody's getting pregnant. Because that's the only way they know how to write women characters. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think I'm trying to remember. Is Joe she's either a lesbian or she's bi? I think.
Oh yeah, I thought she was bi.
Okay, maybe she's bi. Okay,
but if she's a lesbian, then she's hitting on everything too, trying to get everything pregnant. See, that's what I'm saying.
How awesome would that be? A Hal and Joe book where the two of them are just competing for all the superior puss. Yeah,
that would be a fun little run through line. Yeah.
how she could be with Carol Fair. She's been with everyone else. Cal Rayner.
Ooh. Yeah, that disqualifies her. That's where we draw the line.
But yeah, I think it's John Stewart. Yeah, John Stewart, the Emerald Knight. I think it's like the end of November. It said. So as we're getting close to wrapping up Dark Crisis.
Oh, I didn't get to talk. Did I talk about Jurassic League last night?
No. Oh.
Jurassic League number 4. Listen.
Ooh.
Listen. It's Justice League, but it's dinosaurs. It just scratches that 8-year-old kid that loved dinosaurs so much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's cute. I like it. It's very much giving Moon Girl. It's like they're trying to compete with Moon Girl with this book. So it's very cute. I like the premise. It's adorable. Yeah. The Trinity is actually working together, so it's Bat Soar, Wonder Dawn, and Super Soar. And also Aquanix and Flash Raptor come in and Green Torch as well. It's just a fully loaded Justice League, but dinosaur moment. It's so cute.
Well, yeah, you always painted the kids with dinosaurs.
Exactly. And I was just like, oh, this is so adorable. Like, it's a cute little slap 'em up. I wouldn't even say it's a punch 'em up. It's a slap 'em up.
Wait a minute. This Jon Stewart thing's a one-shot?
What?
This 48-page one-shot. Yeah, it says. But it's written by Jeffrey Thorne, who wrote that last Green Lantern series.
Well, just dashed all our hopes.
Well, I wonder too. Well, again, it's November, so Dark Crisis is still going on. So maybe they're just waiting until January to do an official whatever.
Probably. I don't know. I'm so scared of what's going to come out of Dark Crisis because, listen, the story's terrible. It's terrible.
Again, I mean, look at the state of DC right now. Everything, it's all Dark Crisis. It's all Batman because it's like we don't have a regular Green Lantern book. We don't have a regular Justice League book right now.
We don't have a Green Arrow book. We don't have a
Aquaman.
Yeah, I'm surprised we have a Flash book. To be honest,
I know, but it's Wally.
Super shocked.
And again, we're doing Dark Crisis tie-ins too. But it's like, I mean, yeah, for the big, back in the day, we thought, oh yeah, there's going to be one of these forever. No.
Well, that's because they ruined it and they made it a bankable cash cow unbankable. I mean, Green Lantern got down into the swamps of being super cop, like RoboCop, basically, and that turned a lot of people off. You have to read the room and move with the times. Like, cops are not cool right now, bro. Bad cops, like, let's be honest, Hal's a little bit of a bad cop. He's a little bit of a rogue cop. I feel like he would kneel on somebody's chest. I'm just saying.
That's what we say. It's like Hal Jordan. You don't spin him as a cop. You spin him as the Maverick. The rebel.
Very Top Gun.
Yeah, the rebel. And again, yeah, the timing is not right. Don't play up that cop aspect. You make them more straight up superheroes.
At least compassionate cops. Jeez, I haven't seen a compassionate Green Lantern, Jon Stewart included, in forever.
Again, I know they did it in the animated series, but I don't like it as much when they make Jon Stewart like the Marine and stuff. Again, make him an architect again. I like it when they play him as the brains of all these human green. He's the brains.
Let's be honest, he is out of all of them.
Yes, he's the smartest one. Play that up. Again,
but he's a black man, so we can't have that. Sorry.
But it's like he's a Marine, so he's another version of a cop. But it's like, really?
Yeah, the Marine thing never jived with me very well. So.
No, he again, he needs to be the architect.
Maybe to go to college, but he didn't take it that seriously. 2 years he was done. Not like in the trenches, brainwashed. No offense.
Yeah. No, he's the architect. He's the smart one. He needs to be the one playing 4D chess, with that ring.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like a lot of people who write Jon Stewart, they kind of just go through the motions. I don't want the person who wrote Jon Stewart in the Justice League Unlimited to write the comic book. So. Well,
that's what I was going to say. I think it seems like a lot of the writers these days, if they write Jon Stewart, they're like, oh, well, what was he in the Justice League animated series?
But then they don't get the actual spirit of it because he was amazing.
And he's had so much more in the comics that that we didn't even get in the animated series too.
Yeah. They're definitely not going back to the basics on any of these characters anytime soon, unfortunately. I think that's just what we need. It's not even a reboot. Just get back to basics. Just one day have them wake up, reinvigorated. I miss how I used to be. I'm going to strive to be how I used to be.
I mean, DC anymore with the characters, I mean, is it just like, oh, hey, I get to write this brand or I do this? It's like, gone are the days of Denny O'Neil's and
Yeah, unfortunately, that era has gone. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel it with like Tim Seeley, Tom Key. Like they care, but like I said, it's not that boys' club where they could reach across the aisle and everybody's buddy and
no,
everybody.
because the companies won't let him. And two,
It's a different environment that's not really conducive to creativity. Capitalism is the root of all evil.
well, that's the other thing I was going to say too. I mean, I'm not even blaming the writers because at this point, all the successful guys are writing how many, and women are writing how many books a month. You don't have time to get in somebody's head, a character's head, because you're writing 50 million books.
Exactly, and you can't fault them.
No,
Like I said, it's good, but it's not. It's just it is gone of the worlds of the Jim Shooters and the Denny O'Neills and Roy Thomas, bless his heart, holding on with all these guys. Herb Shrimpy to quote DG. It's a different world, yeah.
Although, I mean, look at Marvel. I mean, they're pandering to all the '90s stuff, and
half those books still aren't doing as good as they want either. But they're
no.
they're out there at a loss at this point because of the movies. As Charlie's absolutely right about that to a certain extent. So you gotta push the merch.
Again, and like we talked about with Chichester, I mean, how about throwing up an ad, at the end of a movie? Oh, hey, go buy the comic books that all this is based on.
They barely want to give the writers the credit. So anyway, and you don't want to know something weird? For the first time in like I think 10 years, I have not seen a Batman T-shirt or a Superman T-shirt in a Walmart. You
know what? I mean,
since the Batman movie, they only had one shirt, right? That was like mass produced in every single Walmart, and that was with the little red symbol. But that came and went so quick.
You don't even see that much. Yeah, no. If
I saw a Spider-Man shirt though. I saw a Punisher shirt.
I was gonna say, if you see merch most of the time it's Marvel at this point.
I see SpongeBob.
I know.
I see Mickey Mouse. It's they're not even pushing the merch. Like you go into Hot Topic, it's Harry Potter, not DC.
Oh yeah, don't even go to the Hot Topic anymore. I walk right
online. Online is way better.
Yeah. Because the
store's getting smaller and smaller. Literally, it was smaller than the last time I went in.
They're keeping less and less merch in those stores. Yeah,
it's off. It's just basically a wall of Funko Pops and a wall of band T-shirts of bands I've never even heard of.
Yeah,
and I listen to a lot of music, so that's saying a lot.
And like you said, like in the front, you might have a little section of Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
No.
And anime stuff, like very little. It's just, like I swear that store shrunk because I was walking through and I'm like, wait a minute.
The glory days of Hot Topic. Well, a lot of those stores are like that anymore because
Spencer's,
instead of paying the ship-in product, they're just like, go online.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to pay to ship it in, truck it in.
Oh yeah, that's like Office Depot when I have to order stuff. I go into the store because the stuff that they haven't stocked because it's already shipped is at a lower price than you have to pay online for them to ship it to you. It's because once that stuff's out of stock, that's what the price is gonna be. So stock up now, kids. Hate to be a doomsayer, but anyway, I am worried about DC. I don't think I'll ever support another movie right now. Like
But
I won't go to the movie theater to see a DC movie.
Even the comics, I've said it before, but I'm hoping Dark Crisis basically just blows everything up, and when we restart,
I'm giving them one more chance starting January 2023. I'm gonna give them 6 months. If they don't have it together by June 2023, I am not looking back.
When January starts, hopefully we have a lighter take on stuff. Again, maybe give us a more pre-crisis feel to stuff.
I'll say it and I'll say it again. The only thing I'm thankful for to Convergence is breaking the completionist out of me.
Yeah. Amen.
Like my wallet's been better. My life's been better. Very selective about the DC books and the Marvel books that I buy. I'll give a indie company plenty of chances, but y'all have had my whole life to win me over, and it is not looking good for y'all right now. Better give me my Black Cat and Mary Jane Marvel or
me. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
On
that note.
On that note, all right.
What are we doing next week?
All right, let me pull up the schedule. Yes, because I made an executive decision here. All right, so yes, next time we're going to talk some more Flash, and we're going to talk some Flash Superman team ups from
Ooh, charity race? No, not that one.
Adventures of Superman 463 and The Flash number 53.
Oh, you guys are probably too young to remember Adventures of Superman, but I almost have the full collection actually. Fun fact.
I have most of them, probably except for some of the earlier ones. But yeah, kids.
For me, it's the later ones. I don't know why the later ones are so hard to find. They were super mass produced.
I know. Yeah. Huh. I mean,
people didn't take care of their comics until like the 2000s. Let's just be honest.
We're doing me now. Some of them still do. Yeah. Again, before all the movies and stuff, people didn't know what they were sitting on.
Well, I would have thought when did that Superman issue, like the Superman number 1, when was that the first auction where everybody went crazy and that's when it had to be back in the 90s.
Oh, maybe.
That's what actually drove speculation on the comic books and caused that minor comic book crash.
What, Action Comics or?
Yeah, that Action Comics number 1 that sold for over $1 million or more for the first time.
I can't remember. I don't know if that's the 90s. It might have been early 2000s.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the 90s.
Maybe.
Because, that they don't even make that. That doesn't even make the news anymore. They just had an auction where it actually beat that not too long ago. I think it was last year.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
So next week we'll be doing Adventures of Superman 463, The Flash 53, and then again that'll be our last episode before September. So
like this one just sold for 3.18 million not too long ago. So that's the new record for Superman number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, and people found that in someone's basement.
I don't even think it was in good condition, honestly.
Oh no, I think I heard a story one time like someone was renovating a house and like they found it was like a World War II era house or something, and like instead of like insulation, people would use like newspaper, and there was like old comics and stuff in there and stuff, and it's just like
yeah, people didn't respect their children's things, so yeah.
No, throw these yucky things away. So yeah, kids, September is coming.
I disavow all knowledge, but I heard my replacement.
Oh, well, on this show, yes, Mr. Will Allred. Speaking of all things Green Lantern, yes, we're going to be doing some
Legion. A little Legion story cooked up for you kids.
We got, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 weeks of Legion of Superheroes, starting with the Great Darkness saga from Legion of Superheroes 290.
It'll be relevant. Trust me, it'll be super connected even.
Yes. So, and once again, September.
Charlie's like, somebody just walked over my cold grave.
And once again, just like Summer of '69, guess who opens the whole damn September? Mr. Will Allred. And he gets 5 weeks again.
Poor Will.
Nah, he likes Legion, so I think he likes having an excuse to talk some Legion.
Sweet.
So yes, kids, that's right. On this feed, you're going to be getting Mr. Will Allred twice a week, every Thursday and Friday. So
you're going to be getting a package every other day.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day. I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
That's what Hal Jordan's girlfriend said. Seems like I'm getting a package every other day. All right. So send your thoughts, kids. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter. Find the Justice League Justice Society Facebook fan group and all the social medias for all the DC and Marvel shows. Links to the YouTube channel. Again, smash that subscribe button because everything we do gets a video.
Smash it.
And yes, I want to hear feedback. At the end of September, I want to hear what your favorite moments of September were. Or who's your favorite?
Lilith came back.
True. I was going to say, who was your favorite fill-in?
Well, that escalated quickly.
I mean, he's jockeying to take your slot. I'm telling you.
I mean, there's room on Spider-Cast.
She wants to abandon me. See, I told you.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God. I was going to say, he's trying to take your spot on the podcast and with Chris Evans.
Remember,
all right.
His hands are rated E for everyone.
Oh, hell. All right. So yes, kids, so subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most important, subscribe to the Patreon. We aren't that corrupt billionaires like Bruce Wayne. Paying for this out of your own pocket. Every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And
Chichester Chats.
for quality. Bing. And of course, because Lilith Hellfire loves inflicting pain, superhero movie brackets. We will
Man
find
pain
them.
specifically.
Oh, definitely. She loves men tears.
It's what my cup is. What my Capes and Lunatics mug is for.
It's what flows through her veins besides alcohol. That's why she looks so young, kids. She mainlined some young men tears. So that's right, kids. Superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen versus Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For.
Oh, what a kill for!
How many women will Frank Miller disparage? We will find out. And of course, you can always pick up some nifty Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire. If people want to talk to you about DC or
if you really want to know, if you really want to know the truth, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making all of the comments and none of the content at Lilith Hellfire69. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Oh my god, I would love to be a fly on the wall if you listen to anything September and just hear you like shouting at your phone or your computer.
Suck it, Russell.
That's right, kids. All of our patrons will be here at some point. So if you want to get to know our Patreon elites, yeah, stay tuned for September.
Do you want to be our friend?
Oh my.
Very hard, very tempting. Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done. Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. I told you to switch out for the armadillo drop, bro.
I know. Well, you're gonna give me a drop, man.
I already gave you the armadillo drop.
Okay. I gotta cut it up. All right, kids. Again, thank you for joining us. Next week, more Flash, and we'll throw in some Superman. Hey, kids, this DC podcast is more entertaining than the Snyderverse. Come on.
I mean, that's not hard to do.
Hey, well, shh, don't tell them the bar's low. Shh.
They know. DC fans, we know.
I know. Don't wake up the Snyder Bros.
They were all bots anyway. We all know.
All right, kids, come back next time and get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous.